That is blah 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 blah. Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 9. I'd look at the bag of the 2017 beer advent calendar excitement. That is, well, we're excited. I don't know about you, but
I'm excited.
I'm here for me and Alan. So up yours if you don't want to be here.
Yeah. Screw
Then
you.
just leave.
Jerks.
Wieners. So it's day 9. What else do you
Day
do?
9.
And we have to be ultra sensitive because Alan is not feeling well. He's being, he's got a cold.
I got the man cold.
Got a man cold. So
I called my mommy.
Oh, by the way, Alan, let me pat you on the head.
Yeah.
There, little bunny. So there we go.
I feel better.
I'm opening my beer now.
All
Alan,
right.
of course, knows what it is. Drum roll. Give me a drum roll. Oh! Look at that. Check that out. It's the Red Racer Smore Stout. Wow, what is this? So huddle around the winter campfire to roast your mallows, or crack open the S'more Stout with the added flavor of chocolate, marshmallows, and of course, graham crackers. So, this is a new one. Was this here? See, I'm not concerned that we've had these from last year, but I think we did.
It is a new one. It wasn't in the pack last year, although it isn't new. In as much as Central City released this in a bomber bottle in the fall, and I've had it already.
Well, I'm smelling it for the first time. Well, we didn't do it for the show, right? This is completely brand new.
See, remember the show where Dave picked the chocolate?
Oh, this is the one he wanted, but we couldn't find it.
Rogue.
Yeah.
This is the one that I got.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I've done my pour.
Okay, I'm gonna do mine.
Look at that, I got a decent little head going on there. Let's see how the lacing is. Lacing's pretty weak, actually, to be honest.
Now I seem to remember. Okay, before you try it.
Okay.
I seem to remember when we did the show a few weeks ago. I tried this one and didn't think it really tasted like s'mores.
Okay.
So now I'm interested to see what it's like now.
All right, I'm going to give it a sip.
Okay, me too.
Switch it around a little bit.
I mean, it's good. It's sweet. I'm definitely tasting the chocolate.
It's overpowering with chocolate. I don't get any hint of marshmallows at all.
Or graham.
Or graham, yeah.
That's not to say that it's a bad beer. It isn't.
No, it's definitely a good
very good.
Stout. It's definitely a good chocolate stout, but I question the s'more thing. However, as we noticed yesterday, sometimes the flavors are not going to play well with each other.
Who's not going to play well with each other?
The flavor, like we were expecting hazelnut.
Oh, yeah.
And because we skipped, did we skip yesterday? Yeah, we did skip yesterday because you were not feeling well.
So it was 2 days ago, yeah.
So I mean, you kind of want to have you kind of have an expectation, man, that the beer is going to be totally worth it. But what can you do? I'm not going to complain. It's a decent smelling beer. It's a decent tasting beer.
It's a good beer. I don't know if that really tastes like s'mores, but
no, I don't think it does at all.
A decent beer.
But
like,
overall,
I'm not going to throw it out. I'm not going to throw it out.
True. Yeah, and I don't recommend anyone throw it out. It's actually very good, and I'm enjoying it. So I give this one a thumbs up. I wish it was slightly better, with a bit more. I think a bit more graham cracker taste. I think that is.
So how would you add graham cracker and marshmallow taste? I mean, if you let's say you're making your wort, okay, and you've got your chocolate nibs and stuff in it. Do you add the marshmallow, which is essentially sugar, at that point? because the yeast is going to eat away that sugar, right, and eliminate it and turn it to alcohol. But because sugars, that kind of sugar, when you add yeast to it, you get almost like a cidery kind of flavor to the beer. So do you add it as sort of like an artificial adjunct later?
Yes. Yeah, you would have to, because you're right. I mean, the fermentation process is going to eat anything. You can meddle with it a bit, I think, where there's simple sugars versus more complex ones and things like that. So you're going to have to play with it, but making it an adjunct later on is, I think, the better way to do it, because otherwise, otherwise you're going to find that it doesn't get the flavor ever that you want. And I think that I don't know. My assumption is they soaked. I don't know, what is the flavoring in graham crackers like. What actually makes up a graham cracker? Sort of my big question here. So I'm gonna actually look this up. Because I don't actually know what is in a graham cracker.
I think it's a lot of grams. So they take grams from people who are named Graham, and they grind them up.
Okay, so it's a cracker confectionery, eaten alone, or it's used as an ingredient in desserts. Okay. Inspired by the preaching of Sylvester Graham, who was in part strongly influenced by the 19th century temperance movement. Oh, that's why we can't taste it, because it's all about temperance and not having booze. So just looking for what's actually in it. It's a bland cracker.
It's a bland cracker, but it's sweet.
Yeah, where it was. Grahamites formed one of the first vegetarian movements in the U.S. Graham flour to make Graham bread. It was a diet supplement. It was meant to be a diet to spurn the dietary resurgence of not being. It was supposed to be a remedy for poor health of Americans during the changes that diets brought with the Industrial Revolution. So essentially, it's like a unbleached flour. It's like supposed to be healthy. It keeps all the wheat intact, etc. So there you go. That seems to be what it is. Using the full plant to make the bread. So right. Brown bread, essentially. It's supposed to be not. Is it whole wheat? But how is it different? Its main ingredient is whole wheat flour. I'm confused. I don't understand.
My point being, thinking it.
I do too. So that's why the beer is okay. It's a decent beer. I give it a thumbs up. I just wish it tasted more like Graham. However, maybe as I work down the glass, I will find it to be more so. So there you go.
Yeah. Hey, how are you doing on your Christmas shopping?
I, since yesterday morning, have found 2 amazing things that my sister must have. So I was very pleased. But I can't say what it is, because sometimes she does watch this thing, so I can't tell you what they are. No. But I will tell you they're Star Wars related. So there you go. I think they're cool anyway. If she doesn't think they're cool, whatever. It's for me. It's not about her. You're feeling pretty crappy still?
No, actually, I'm feeling a lot better. This morning, I was feeling pretty crappy.
That's the worst. Then, getting sick during the holidays.
Well, yeah, or we went before. Out. There's a couple of displays here in town. One of them is a gingerbread house sort of contest or whatever. Okay. So there's like about 20 different gingerbread houses. And then there's also the celebration of trees. So there's probably about, I don't know.
Center? Or was it the conference center last year?
No, this year it is at the Bay Center, which I still call the Eaton Center. Even though it hasn't been called that in probably like 10 years. But anyway, so it's there, and there was probably about 70 trees all decorated. And the fresh air, I think, did me a lot of good today. So I'm feeling quite a bit better, actually. So
nice. Well, that's good, man. Because I mean, I remember one year, I was here. I woke up on, it was Christmas Eve. I woke up that morning. I was feeling a little off, but not enough to think I was ill. And then packed up, all the stuff you have to pack up for visiting. And then I got to the car. We all piled in, and off we went. This is probably, I don't know, God, 10 years ago now. Anyway, so got to the ferry terminal, and on the way to the ferry terminal, within that sort of 40-minute stretch to get there, I suddenly felt off. I started feeling weird. And then I got to the ferry terminal, and that was a problem because the whole the ferries, it's Christmas Eve, ferries are crazy, so they were late and all that kind of stuff was going on. And then I got from feeling just a bit off to a temperature of like 103 by the time we did get on the boat, like before we even got here or there. So yeah, it sucked and I hated it. And so basically I was a write-off for the next couple of days. And Christmas Day I was like, opening a present, great, I'm going back to bed. No, we have to go visit so and so. It's like, no, I'm not. No, I'm dead now. I can't. So yeah, it was brutal, and I hate it. It's the worst. It's the worst time to get sick, in terms of visiting people. So.
Oh, absolutely. If I'm going to get sick, I'd rather get sick now and get it over with and done.
Yeah, agreed.
A week before Christmas.
Yeah, because you have the double problem where the issue of 3 children that want you to do stuff and that kind of thing, and you don't want to be the guy going, get away from me. Oh, you might do that anyway. But
and you know what, I mean, I don't get sick very much. Like the last time I was sick with a cold was probably like good 2-3 years ago. So I've done pretty well.
No, that's good. That's really good, because it just sucks otherwise. It just is brutal. But
so I'm done the beer.
You're done the beer already? I'm not even finished yet. All right.
Yeah.
Well, then
catch up.
I'm going to catch up then. But okay, cool. Well, that is day 9. Thank you for checking it out.
Yes.
We recommend the beer. Thumbs up. Just we need more graham cracker in there. More soaking of the graham. And marshmallow. Yeah, probably a few more marshmallows too. Although I don't even want to know how you would put marshmallows into a beer. But overall, a great choice. Chocolate's just a bit overpowering. Otherwise, drinkable. Have it. It's great.
Yeah.
Say bye.
Bye.